Yo, yo. So, as we know, my page is all about food. I like to share recipes. I'm not no chef. I didn't go to school. I actually never even worked in the kitchen before. But everything that I've ever done in life, I've never done that. But I had to really, I wanted to shift the channel. But I mean, obviously, food is going to always be a part of it because food, I realize it's just been how I connected with my family growing up. Even when I went into foster care, how I was introduced to new foods and how food played a role in me, just like being the first time I ever started to try new things. You know what I'm saying? And that is important. Like that was I'm realizing how catalytic it was in my life. So I'm never gonna let it go. Even though right now I'm currently letting go food because I am on a fast. I am on day 4 of a juice and water fast, mostly water, to be honest. I've been doing one juice a day, one raw meal a day, and by raw meal I mean it could be just two kiwis. It could be kiwi. Like the other night, I had a kiwi and a pickle, and I just feel like I know a pickle is. I feel like a pickle is raw. It's just fermented, right? Like I don't know. I feel like that should still be inside of the scope of my abilities right now. Right now, I'm in the airport and I'm just laughing because I'm just like, yo, yeah, I'm about to. I mean, it's the new year. We hit the ground running most of the time, so I'm about to be on the road and being. It's my first time ever being on, um, like literally traveling because I'm on the road right now, but traveling and being on a fast because I don't want to break my fast. I told myself I was going to do it for 7 days. 7 days now. I did forget that I had to travel for work this week. But I did tell myself I'm going to pack my juicer and did, and that I would continue to juice, that I would not give up on my juicing while I was traveling, that I was going to fully see this through because it's been on my spirit for so long. And yeah, it has to happen. And now the only thing is next is, will I start a carnivore diet, or will I continue with some type of raw vegetarian-esque diet? And honestly, I think I know the answer. I think I'm going to try out carnivore diet because I just feel like I've tried everything else. And I don't actually think of it as a diet, too. I kind of sort of just think of it as a shift in a lifestyle to kind of sort of test the theories of what is actually going on between the relationship of our minds, our body, and our food. It's just always been so interesting to me. And I will say that I have already been through the moments of doing, exiting out meat slowly but surely, and then even going vegan. But vegan, listen, veganism broke me. Okay, veganism had me in a closet eating fried chicken from Publix. It just veganism just was not sustainable, and it was definitely during a time that they didn't have all the alternatives that they have now. And what I will say is that even I feel like the alternatives, it's just too many things in it. It's just not clean and not good enough. But one thing I have realized is that there is a connection. Okay, there is a connection between the carnivore diet and raw vegan, or raw, or vegan, or even vegetarian. Well, not vegetarian, just veganism. Is that they really, especially in particular raw vegan, they really, really, really stay away from carbs, complex carbs, rice, potatoes. And in carnivore diet, obviously that's the devil. And then also to no no like sugars that are not natural, like naturally occurring, you know what I mean, like in cookies and all that and all that. So sugar and carbohydrates, and also coffee actually. Carnivore diet, even though they do drink coffee and they doing some wild stuff drinking the coffee with the butter in it, they they acknowledge that coffee is poisonous, which is interesting. I don't know. I don't care really about that kind of theory. It doesn't really matter. You won't find me putting butter in coffee, and you definitely won't find me eating bars, sticks, planks, wads, circles of butter. You're not gonna. It's not gonna happen. I am not gonna be sitting there biting on it like it's a damn apple. It's not gonna happen. But I am looking forward to doing it because I am looking forward to seeing if there's any change. I'm doing this fast because my body was telling me like, yo, you need to give your body a food break. Like it, honestly, that's just what it was saying. It was saying you need to give it a food break. You do not like eating. You need to just release some things. You need to just let it go. You need to give your body a break. Give it a vacation. Give my system, my gastric system, my stomach, my whatever, a break. Okay, and that break, yeah, yeah, that break is feeling really good. The first 2 days, it was a lot of how do they say it? Evacuating happening. Okay. I'm on day 4, so we'll see. It's not as crazy as it was on day 3. Day 3, I was bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. First 24, bing, bing. First 48, bing bong, bing bong. Like I had to, hey, hello, it's me. I'm back again. You know what I'm saying? Back like I never left. All the sayings. So, yeah, that's what's popping with that. So I knew I needed it, and I'm glad I'm doing it because, listen, I used to religiously, okay, y'all, religiously fast quarterly because I understood what it did for my body, what it did for my system, what it did for my healing, the reboot that it is. And then also too, I think when you do things like this, like when you go back to eating, you're just so much more mindful. And there's nothing like there's nothing wrong with being more mindful. That's actually, I really wish we just would all just be more mindful. Okay. And so the being more mindful aspect of things really is also the thing that is a benefit that is before any other benefit comes in. You know what I mean? It's like now you're like, yo, like eating slower, tasting the food, thinking about what, you know what I mean? Like, do I want to have that? Walking past stuff, making choices and not just being reactionary. Because I think that's a lot of things that's a lot of why even myself is in this predicament where I feel like I'm just eating too much. I need to just stop. I need to just stop and take a second because we eat for everything. We eat to celebrate. We eat when we mad. We eat when we happy. We eat when we sad. We eat for every because we bored, like literally bored, nothing else to do, want to eat, and it never fails. Anytime I come to an airport, it never fails. I always get something. My stock at a Chick-fil-A, okay? Chick-fil-A was gay. Like I'm gonna always do one of those things. So it feels really good to to be in this space right now, and I'm excited about this journey because I will be documenting my carnivore journey because it just really, I mean, with everything that they've taught us, imagining myself just eating butter, bacon, cheese, eggs, beef, chicken, seafood only. First of all, it sounds scrumptious, but it's also seems so gluttonous. But you really are not eating as much. I remember I actually feel like my body has already been kind of drawing me to that space already, and I have like been just some days when I just don't want to. Obviously, y'all see my page. I don't. I will cook things from scratch. I will make anything from scratch. And sometimes I'll be tired, and I've been tired lately, and I just been like, let me let me just do some ground beef and some avocado, keep it simple, cook it with some fish sauce and a little bit of oyster sauce and a little bit of soy sauce, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been finding that I, first of all, get so full, so satiated, and, like I cook it like that. I'm sorry, I cook it like that, but I also like a boil 2 eggs and eat it with it. And I'll have that ground beef, those eggs, and I'll be good. I'll be good for so long. And so I think and I feel like functionally, like right now, I mean, I already know I'm fasting. So all this brain fog that I've been experiencing over the last several months, maybe even more so like a year, because I've noticed that my discipline is off than it usually is. I've noticed that certain things that are naturally occurring in me have been changing. But I also realized that What's also been a big change has been I have been eating way more processed foods, way more sugar than ever in life, way more carbs. Like I even have rice. Like I have rice in my house. I never used to even have rice. I never even used to have rice in my house. I mean, a big part of that was because I didn't know how to cook damn rice, and so I was like, "Well, I'm gonna buy rice. I don't know how to cook rice, but I learned how to cook rice, and it's been downhill ever since." Anyway, the point is that I ain't been doing the best that I could for my body. And it is showing up 100% in my mind. And it's not even like about my body, like body, even though, you know, I'm there, I'm thick, little thing, whatever, like that. But I think I suffer from body dysmorphia as a whole. So I really focus on the way my clothes fit and feel. But bigger than all of that, bigger than any of that, what I care most about is like my mind and my ability to do what I say I'm gonna do and be able to focus. Like I've had ADHD since I was younger. I even think I'm on the spectrum. I mean, there's just so much. I'm 41. There's so much that people weren't that so many conversations that weren't happening when I was younger that is happening now when I'm older, and I'm realizing all these things that are existing in me, but that I never like had to sit down with or had to or even diagnose. But with not eating my best, which I will say, even though I went through taking out meat out of my diet, tried the veganism, went back to vegetarian, went to pescatarian, then went back to eating whatever I want. It wasn't until I honestly until I got worse with the food and the intention around the food, which was pandemic time, that my mind it just and yeah, I'm still executing. I'm still operating at a high enough level, but like not as high as I'm used to. And it just came to a point where I was just like, yo, I need to make a little switch. I need to make a change, baby. Okay. I need to make a shift. And so here it is. And so we're gonna take this journey. I'm obviously gonna be sharing about food on the page, but what I'm also gonna be doing more of is I'm gonna be shifting a bit to more of something that y'all can like take and use um that will be functional for your life, like things that I've done to help me get the successes that I've had. Um and yeah, strategies I've used because a lot of things that I've done to achieve the goals that I've achieved have been trial and error, but bigger than anything, it's just been just going for it, going for it. But I'm realizing now I was able to even go for it that much because my mind was in a better place. So, um, I guess the first thing I would encourage y'all to do if you've never done a fast, I would say do some research, look into it. Start with a me personally, I started with a 5 day. I did a Monday to a Friday of a straight water fast, but I'm the type that would just jump in the pool. You know what I'm saying? Like not everybody give it up like me. You know, not everybody's gonna be like, I'ma just da da da. And I was teaching dance, but I've always had a lifestyle that was more conducive to the way that I want to live. Like I don't do 9 to 5s. I've done a 9 to 5 once in my life. And so 9 to 5s are just not my thing. So I generally always have my mornings. First of all, I have my whole day to myself. But at this time, when I did this water fast, I was teaching in the afternoon for like 2, 3 hours. That's it. So woke up in the morning, whatever I want to do, and then go to teach from 3 to 5, or yeah, 3 to 5 was generally the time frame that I would teach, whatever. Or if I or some one of the schools I would teach during the day. But either way, I've always had a lifestyle that I can really work whatever I want to work around um my way. And I understand that not everybody has that freedom. Like you're watching this right now, you like, bitch, I got a motherfucking yeah, I got kids. I also don't have no children. So you probably like, I got kids, I got a wife, I got a husband, I got a whoever, I got things to do. I got people to see, places to be. So do it in your way. But I also would say to you, if you said that to me, I would also say, take back some more of your time. Own some more of your time. Take back some more of that. Do more of what you want to do. Because if you ain't good, nobody else is gonna be good. You see how many people say their parents ruined their life? Them parents probably thought they was doing the best thing they could do. They probably was doing the best they could do, but they wasn't focused on being their best. Probably they couldn't, probably because they had to. This. So putting yourself first is something that I've learned in this in this little life of mine that is very necessary. So yes, I gotta go catch my flight. So I'm out of here. I gotta peace out. Peace out, y'all. Have a great one, and I'll be back with some more updates about how everything is doing. Okay. Okay.